know I'm going to regret asking this, but what are you doing now?
I'm getting ready for our next celebrity to come on stage. She is the queen of all teased hair and all things Southern. Not to mention, she used to be a state officer, so my hair has to be perfectly sprayed and in place.
You know what they say, don't you? The bigger the hair, the closer to Jesus.
Amen, sister. I think I sprayed too much. I'll be right back.
In all great movies, there are hundreds of people that work behind the scenes to make a film a success. In FFA, we have a similar group of people that work tirelessly to support Agriculture FFA in Kentucky. Will you please join me in welcoming the Executive Director of the Kentucky FFA Foundation, Mr. Sheldon McKinney, to the stage.
Well, amen. I've loved having 10 girls who believe in a poof this year. It's been fun to have. I am the Executive Director of the Kentucky FFA Foundation, and I get to spend every day with generous sponsors who believe wholeheartedly in the FFA mission and the impact that it has on our students. They believe it so much that they invest their hard-earned money to make what we do here at Convention and what we do every day through FFA possible. I want to share with you a quote that sort of became a mantra of the Kentucky FFA Foundation, our sponsors, and it's, "Don't define each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds you sow." Our sponsors are sowing seeds for the future of Kentucky FFA and Kentucky agriculture by making an investment in you. We are counting on you to be the future leaders that our state needs. And there is a special group of people that I get to work with that help guide the decisions about where sponsors' dollars and their investments go and how that will shape the future of Kentucky FFA. And that's the Kentucky FFA Foundation Board of Trustees. And we have a few of those here this evening if they'll join me on the stage. Yeah. We have our board chairman, Mr. Matthew London from Kentucky Farm Bureau in Barron County. Ms. Brenda Ofield, a retired ag teacher from Scott County. Charlie Edgington from Edgeview Farms. We have Greg Basham from Fresh Sausage Specialists. Daryl Billings from Tanner Chrysler Products. Adam Hinton from Hinton Mills. We have Quint Pottinger from Affinity Farms. Mr. Billy Ray Smith, former Commissioner of Agriculture and FFA Executive Director. We have Mr. Arthur Green with the FFA alumni, who's a retired ag teacher. Mr. Wes York, he's the FFA advisor at Caldwell County. And then we have Dr. Tony Brannon, who's the Dean of Students at Murray State Hudson University of Agriculture. And now, to introduce some sponsors to you this evening, I'd like to welcome Mr. Matthew London.
Thank you. Tonight, we are going to recognize and award you FFA members for your hard work in career development events and proficiency contests. In addition, we would like to recognize and thank the sponsors who make those events possible. To realize the impact, please direct your attention to the 2015 Kentucky FFA Foundation sponsor video.
Kentucky FFA State Convention is a time for us to come together, reflect on the year, and celebrate our successes. And tonight is a special evening, all about honoring people who come together to make so much of what happens here at Convention possible. In 2014, Kentucky FFA Foundation sponsors gave $740,000. That's an astonishing number of dollars raised, but more importantly, it's an astonishing impact on all Kentucky FFA members.
We thought that to honor and thank you for your gift, we would tell the story of how the foundation influences an FFA member's leadership journey. Picture this. A freshman FFA member is just embarking on their FFA career. They're really excited, but they can't afford an FFA jacket, and that's discouraging them from being involved. Until their teacher tells them about the FFA Jacket Grant, which is provided by the Kentucky FFA Foundation.
the jacket comes in, and it's such a proud moment for the first time when they zip up that blue corduroy jacket. It gives them the confidence to compete in the local creed contest. They win the regional level, and which leads them to the state FFA convention.
While at convention, they attend 5 awesome sessions, a career expo, leadership workshops, and a concert, all funded by the Kentucky FFA Foundation. This member leaves inspired and with a little money in their pocket for competing in the creed contest.
Now this FFA member is pumped to head to the Kentucky FFA Leadership Training Center with their local chapter and about 400 other FFA members. Maybe this person was sent through a camp scholarship, and they are also fed by about 25 sponsors donating local food to our cafeteria. And you know that this FFA member is cooling off in our wonderful pool funded by the former FFA member, Lawrence Hall.
By this time, it's the FFA member's sophomore year, and they are sold out on FFA. They're working to sell Ram truck tickets through their local FFA chapter. They're promoting the Ag Tag program at the county clerk's office. They're working with the local food bank to promote the Better Days Through Better Ways initiative. And they're working hard to develop their supervised agriculture experience.
Over 4 years of high school, every contest and every event this FFA member attends helps shape them and molds them into a dynamic leader. All of this was funded by a sponsor of the Kentucky FFA Foundation. That FFA member could have been me or you.
I received an agri-entrepreneurship grant, which allowed me to expand my SAE from swine production to an entrepreneurial business by selling whole hog, sausage, and pork. I was on the state-winning agricultural issues team and competed at national convention. This was so special because I got to travel the state sharing something I was passionate about. And that's thanks to you, the sponsors.
As part of my SAE experience, I was chosen as State Star Agribusinessman. I was awarded a scholarship which helped me fund my first year of college.
As a state officer, I have met so many sponsors that have inspired me to give back. Their spirit of generosity has impacted me and will last with me for a lifetime.
The Kentucky FFA Foundation sponsors gave $740,000 last year. We are so excited and we'd like to thank you for your generosity. But we want to remember that this isn't just a number, but FFA members whose lives are being changed by their FFA experience.
You are investing in the lives of FFA members and the future of agriculture in the Commonwealth.
May we continue to work to make a positive difference in the lives of FFA members.
Thank you for your gift to the Kentucky FFA Foundation.
Would the sponsors who are here with us this evening please stand? That's Kentucky FFA showing their gratitude for the $740,000 given by Kentucky FFA sponsors and fundraising programs. This year has been groundbreaking for the foundation. We have had 2 gentlemen make a gift this year that will impact FFA members forever, and we have established a legacy for them themselves by making an endowed gift to the Kentucky FFA Foundation. A commitment of $25,000 will be invested, and its earnings provide an annual sponsorship in perpetuity. We would like to recognize those who believe in Kentucky FFA and the foundation enough to make that commitment. Dr. Charles Byers, a longtime teacher-educator for the University of Kentucky and mentor to countless agricultural teachers, was the first to make this commitment in foundation history. His contribution will forever fund the job interview career development event. Dr. Luther Hughes, a retired professor and administrator at Western Kentucky University, now works for the Governor's Office of Agricultural Policy. He has been the longtime sponsor of the Creed Speaking Contest and has now made the commitment that it will forever be funded through an endowment. Will you please give these gentlemen a round of applause for their generosity and commitment to Kentucky FFA? Thank you, gentlemen. Finally, this evening, we have a very special sponsor who has made a tremendous gift and the first of its kind to the Kentucky FFA Foundation. This money will be used for the Kentucky FFA Leadership Training Center that will likely impact each of you and thousands of FFA members for many years to come.
Welcome to the Kentucky FFA Leadership Training Center, a place dear to many FFA members. But tonight, we'd like to take a moment to recognize a sponsor who has given a gift that will impact FFA members for years to come.
Mr. Lawrence Hall, an FFA member from Caldwell County, was elected to serve as the Kentucky FFA State President from 1953 to 1954.
Yeah, I went to FFA camp before you can remember FFA camp being what it is today. When I first went, it was the old CCC camp. And we stayed in old CCC barracks and ate in old CCC barracks. We had our classes that tried to teach us what we were to do as chapter officers, what we were to do as committee chairman and all of those things. It was just a good time for everybody, and then they selected campers of the week that I know I got a patch with a star on it as a star camper, which thrilled me because I never was much of an athlete. I'm too clumsy and too fat, but I enjoyed it, which is an outstanding FFA facility for any state in the country, and it's been a good one and helped a tremendous amount of young people.
He had an amazing FFA experience that year, which included raising $250,000 for the Kentucky FFA Leadership Training Center.
Mr. Hall went on to graduate from the University of Kentucky, marry his wife Sharon, have 2 beautiful children, and a very successful career. However, he never got the blue corduroy out of his system.
Mr. Hall has been a long-time annual sponsor for the Kentucky FFA Foundation and has even served on the Board of Trustees.
This past fall, he made the largest gift in Kentucky FFA history by donating $100,000 to his beloved Kentucky FFA Leadership Training Center.
His gift gave this very swimming pool an update. It's converting the recreation hall into usable classrooms, and a portion of his gift is being endowed, which will forever send 12 FFA members in financial need to this very camp every summer.
Kentucky FFA, will you please help me in showing Mr. Lawrence Hall the thanks and appreciation that he deserves?